A train from Washington, D.C. to Chicago stops first in Pittsburgh and then Cleveland. The distance from Washington, D.C. to Pittsburgh is 30 miles less than twice the distance from Pittsburgh to Cleveland. The distance from Cleveland to Chicago
Is it the
is
screen?
20 miles more than the distance between Pittsburgh and Cleveland.
I need to turn my speaker. Remember, you can use the highlighter if you want.
If the entire train ride is 710 miles, how far is the train ride from Cleveland to Chicago?
So, who can tell me why you think I might say this is the hardest?
Oh, I don't know.
All the ladies are highlighting.
Quick, to the top.
That is
No.
great reason.
Quick, to the top. I can't get up. You want to highlight? Can you please?
Tap the pen. Get the pen. There you go.
Highlighter. Yay.
Be nice.
Yeah, why do you think? Yeah, so, guys, look at this problem. And I would challenge you to try to solve it on your own even after.
DC to Pittsburgh. And then to Cleveland.
They all reference different things, and they all reference multiple
Entire
cities.
train ride 7.
The calibration's probably slightly off. You just have to adjust for you.
17 miles. Yeah, there we go. Wait, did we pause that? Yeah, we did. The entire train ride is 7 times.
So what did you guys do to deal with that problem?
We did the 5 key process.
Okay, but how'd you deal with the fact that there were so many like reference points?
I don't know, we just did it.
Did you use the map, or did you just like,
We didn't use map.
you didn't use the map? Alright, I'm
No.
curious. So did you get to the point that you had your equations for things?
Yeah.
Okay, keep going.
We just really just started like guessing reasonable numbers. We just knew it would be higher than 100.
Okay. So in the directions, you had to assign variables and make an equation. I don't see that on your poster. Are you guys gonna do that on the board or what?
Yeah. It was in our notebook. We used it. It was in our
Okay, can you grab that and show it to us?
Yeah.
Because that was part of the
Not
presentation.
looking in the book. Thank you.
Guys, if you have yet to present, make sure you have everything you need. Equations, all that stuff.
You don't have it? LED here. Yeah.
So every time I walked by your group and asked you guys about that, you gave me a bit of sass and told me you were just going to do it in the presentation. So this is why I was working. Who else still has to go? What groups? Are you guys a group? Okay. Marvin, you're with who? Those guys? So those two groups, is there another group that's on this go?
Yeah.
Can you do it solo, do you think?
I don't think
You said yes or no?
Thank you.
We'll see. So, do you think that you guys are really ready to present, or should we put a pause on this, give you a little bit of time to come back to you guys? Okay, let's come back to you guys. Does that work? Because I don't want to make things uncomfortable for you. Who would like to go next? Sorry, you gotta get your way back to your desk. Do you need a helper?
Oh man.
Who wants to go next? So we have, I'm letting Liam go last for sure. So you're with Patrick and Al?
No,
Or who are you with?
Grant.
You're with French Fat. So we have 3 groups. Because you guys still have to go. You guys, and it's like 4, really. You and evens or odds? Evens or odds? Evens? It is odd. Do you want evens or odds? It is even. So, gentlemen, you get to go next. So, which poster is yours? Do you have one? Go ahead, if you have yet to present, come back and grab your poster. Alright, which problem were you guys?
We were, I think, from D.
Problem D.
D.
Yeah, D. Who's dog?
Yeah, he's a dog.
Down with it. Alright. Gentlemen, the floor is yours.
Okay, so most states in the United States are divided into counties. Some counties are very large, while some are very small. Different states have different numbers of counties. Pennsylvania has 5 less than twice as many counties as Illinois. Florida has one less county than Pennsylvania. Together, the 3 states have 169 counties. How many counties does each of the 3 states have?
So, we did is we made like a little chart, like a little key to show like what everything equaled. So you know that O times 2 minus 5 equaled Pennsylvania. And then Oregon times 2 minus 6 equals Florida. Or in parentheses, and then Oregon equals. So the equation will be Oregon. And then we did, I also did 3 rows.
Can we all maybe agree now that O was a bad variable?
Yeah. Very bad error variable.
Now remember, variables, you can also make up symbols. So you could change your O to like, you could put something in it. But not saying you need to do that now, but if you start a problem and you realize like, oh, this is goofy, you can change it to just like a symbol.
Yeah, apparently my thing didn't have.
So let me check what you did since I was a little distracted. So you had,
I think I messed up somewhere.
so Pennsylvania has 5 less than twice Oregon. Florida has, so I don't know what this is.
It could
Florida.
either be Oregon times Oregon doubled minus 6, or it could be Pennsylvania.
Ah, so you need equals right here, really.
All right.
And Oregon is Oregon. So then, how many? Okay, so how many O's do they have up here, guys? Not like on the whole board, but if you look where they start their equation. 5, right? Why do you have O times 3? Fix it. This is your guys' presentation. You erase the whole thing, man. So that's going to change everything below it. You guys will look back on this and realize this will help prepare you for things like this in high school. Do we all know where he got his negative 11 from? The fact that the one took away 5 and the other took away 6. Keep going.
Then 11. Oh, no. 80. Let's see.
I should have you guys present at the beginning of the year so you realize how stressful it can be to be at the board with 20 sets of eyes on you.
Yeah. All right.
What's 100 divided by 5?
40.
80 divided by 5? Or do 50 and then 30?
Oh, then that's just 18, right? 20. No, set 60.
Now, I'm hoping to push you guys towards breaking up values like that. What Patrick was just working through was the 180 divided by 5, but that's a bit hard. So he did the 100 divided by 5 gets 20. 50 divided by 5 gets 10 more. 30 divided by 5 gets 6 more. That's how he got his 36. And that is not 0 equals 36. It's O equals 36, which is okay, but like I would have just made it some kind of symbol. Maybe put an R inside of it, or I don't know, make a smiley face, or who knows. Any questions on their process? Mistakes happen. We all do them. It's how we recover that matters. Gentlemen, thank you very much. Good recovery. Very easy. Leave it. Don't crease it. If you want to kind of fold, like don't crease it, but like fold it in the middle and set it down here at the bottom of the shelf. I'm going to hang all day this weekend. Would you I like your poster. It's a very good poster. You guys share it. You can't not go, so you might as well just go. Which one are you guys? This one? Okay, so let's see another version of this. See if they did it any differently. Did you guys get the same things then? Are you modifying them flat? Are you changing things? It's okay if you are. You got the same thing? Sweet. So can you talk us through what you did? If it's all on your poster, you don't have to do it on the board. You ready? Hey, they're gonna start now. What do you mean how? You just start talking. You turn to the audience and you say stuff. Zoe, have you ever presented anything before?
No. Yeah, we'll look at it.
Oh, let's. I'm gonna start working presentations in more often. Help you get better. Growth opportunities.
No.
So how did you guys approach the problem? Caitlin, you're part of this too. Hey, crowd participation is not part of this. Thank you.
Well, we set up the equations for each variable.
How'd you determine what equations to set up?
We read the problems.
Okay. And you guys were able to get to the -6 expression also. So what expressions do you have?
We have p equals x times 2 minus 5. And
Yeah, it's right here. Oh, you got there. Is what I was asking.
oh, okay.
Yeah. So they have all the what we just saw on their poster. So if they're choosing not to write it up here, you can check out the poster once it's in the hallway. So you said you worked through the 5D process first?
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, what'd you find?
36.
And how'd you know it worked?
Because we tried it.
How'd you try it? What was that? I'm trying to get you guys to do some math words.
She has help also.
Yeah. You've told me in class before what to do. How do you check if something works?
With the x.
And what were you trying to make happen?
Caleb, jump in.
Here, I'll just like lob some vocabulary words at you. What do we do when we're doing something on both sides to undo, like an addition, or undo, like a multiplication? What do we call that? Two words.
Wait, can you repeat that? I was like,
So what is it called when we undo certain so your process, your equation over there, somehow magically goes from the whole thing to 36? Right? So what has happened in between here and there? I think you guys are going to have to try it again. Because you're not really presenting. So
on each side.
and you don't have any of that process shown. You don't have your solution process shown. So unless you can do it over here right now, we're going to need to try this again. So did you guys take any notes down when we were showing the solution? All right, Marvin, Francesca, you guys want to jump up here? What problem was yours? E? coaster, or are you just gonna do it up here?
No, we never got
You're good.
If you Washington D.C. to Chicago, first in Pittsburgh, and then in Cleveland. The distance to which is highlighted?
So if you pick up a pen and then click here. Oh, do you want just the one that was highlighted already? You want this one? Sure.
Yeah, the distance from Washington D.C. to Pittsburgh is 30 miles less than the distance from Pittsburgh to Cleveland. The distance from Cleveland to Chicago is 220 miles more than the distance between Pittsburgh to Cleveland. The entire train line is 710 miles. How far is the train line from Cleveland to Chicago?
So, we used the map and broke it up into three sections and got regions variables. And,
Do you want a picture of the map? Is that what you're looking for?
You know what? Yeah.
Do you know how to turn the TV on and when you reach that?
What button?
On the red, if you can't.
This one?
Yeah, the round one. Yep.
Equal pass.
Trying to hide toolbars. So there's the map that they were working from.
and so, from Chicago to Cleveland, we did X and did.
Careful not to complicate it, is what you're saying.
What?
Be careful, or it's not from your paper. What you're writing right now, the 30 minus 2 whatever, is not what the statement says.
So, from the map, we basically drew a line from Chicago to Cleveland and put a variable as X there, and then from Cleveland to Pittsburgh, we put a Y as our variable, and from Pittsburgh to Washington, we put Z as our variable.
So you have to know what. You guys want to use the map and do something. I like visuals. I like visuals.
And so for X, we got Y plus 220. And then Y was just Y. And Z was 2 times 1 minus 30. And so our equation
You guys can too if you click right here and then if you click this extend page, that gives you more. Is that y times y plus 220?
No, that's X.
Well, right now they're multiplying because you have something right up against the variable. So I'm a little confused.
Please excuse this interruption. Could I have Bial Chaudhry to the office?
Points for trying. Yes. I mean, I mess them up at the beginning of every year, and I trash them at the beginning and then I get them right. They don't get a chance to do that. Alright, so this problem's really hard. As we saw from Allie's group, and they're going to take another shot at it, and they've got it now. They've got it all figured out. But do we understand how they got to where they got? Because they actually just used the map and then took the info from the word problem. If you really, without the map, I don't know that I could do this problem. There's too much going on. There's too many words, too many names. You got to draw it out. Once they draw it out, then it's kind of easy to look at because I can label right under the map. So are we all clear? I'm just trying to make sure the class understands what you guys have. They first labeled X, Y, Z. Then they relabeled, saying, well, X is the middle portion plus 220, Y is what it is, and Z is 30 less than twice the middle portion. That's how they figured all this out. Questions? Okay.
So then we combine all of our like terms and 4y plus 170 and so then we did 0 times. And so, wait.
Okay, I'm going to give you some insider teacher information. We get it that we can't get you guys to be like as neat as we want you to be. But it makes so much difference when you turn in your paper compared to this, which this is all correct. It's all perfect. But do us a favor, split things up a bit. Right? Because that is so much clearer to see what just happened, even though we'd like you to work completely vertically. If you find your work being kind of jumbled on your practice or whatever else, just split it apart so we can see what you're trying to tell us, because this is all perfect. Are there any questions on what they did? Because this is absolutely correct. Once they have this, sorry, you have a question?
Say, Marvin, could you use a little bit to left? I can't see.
What is it called once they have their value to figure out the other distances? What do you do? Starts with an S. Marvin. Substitution. So we're not going to have them go all the way through that today because, well, I mean, where are you guys going to? That's up to you. So if we know that y is 130, how do I find out the distance between Chicago and Illinois? Add 220. So if this is 130. What's 130 plus 220? Do the 100 and the 200, and then the 30 and the 20. So this would end up being 350. And then this z, you double it, take away 30. It's actually kind of short. Questions for them? Here's what's up. Thank you very much, guys. Awesome presentation. Here's what's up. We are going to finish these Monday because I have like 3 minutes left and you have Creative Start, and I want to respect your Creative Start teachers. I know we have concerts coming up very soon. So, to let you in on what my plan is, so we're all on the same page and you know what's going on. Like, literally just reading from my planner. Monday, I've now changed, which, by the way, write in pencil so you can change them. To finish presentations, take questions from the homework. So if you have any homework that is still not finished and you're working on it over the weekend and you realize you need some help, bring questions Monday. Because we only have like 2 or 3 presentations to finish up, so that won't take the whole time. I want to take questions, but also just do a little bit of like work on homework time. Tuesday, 626. So there's only 6.2.7 is the last lesson. So if you want to go ahead and try the 626 homework over the weekend, if you're like caught up and want to get ahead, that would be awesome. Wednesday will be 627. Thursday we'll do the closure for the chapter, and we'll work on that game class, and then whatever problems you don't get done will be homework. Friday we will start your mastery, which will probably be a group mastery on Friday. And then the following week, Monday, Tuesday, will be individual mastery. So, know that next Friday, I'm going to be collecting your math results. I don't know if I'll do a middle of the week check, because honestly, they're kind of a waste of time. The only reason we do that is for those of you that can't do your homework, unless somebody's going to slap your hand that you didn't do it, like, come on, just do your homework. I'm checking your math journals, I'm collecting them at the end of next week. Okay? Any questions on where we're going, what we're doing, or this process? Have a wonderful weekend. Stay dry. It's going to be nasty weather this weekend.